In the cloud forest of western Ecuador, 10 centimeters above a moss-covered branch, a small red and black bird is about to do something physically impossible. It is going to make a violin out of itself. Not a metaphorical violin, a literal one. A sound generated by rubbing two parts of the body together until friction produces a tone. The technical term is stridulation. Crickets do it, cicadas do it, beetles do it. No bird is supposed to be able to do this. Except this one. This is the story of the club-winged manakin, a tropical bird that gave up part of its ability to fly so it could play music with its skeleton. The club-winged manakin, Macaropterus deliciosus, lives in a narrow strip of Andean cloud forest in western Colombia and western Ecuador. It weighs about 12 grams, which is to say, slightly less than 2 paper clips. It eats small berries. It minds its own business for most of the year. Manakins as a family are unremarkable on paper. Small, fruit-eating, forest-dwelling birds. Around 60 species, most known for elaborate courtship dances on cleared patches of forest floor. The club-winged manakin's dance is, by manakin standards, almost lazy. A few hops, a tail wag, a wing lift. It is what happens during the wing lift that breaks the laws of vertebrate biology. Because if you look at a club-winged manakin's wing bones, you do not find what you find in every other bird on Earth. You find solid bone, 3 times thicker than the wing bones of any closely related species. Dense, heavy, built like a tuning fork. This is mechanically terrible. Birds fly because their bones are hollow and light. Hollow bones are the entire structural premise of flight. The club-winged manakin took that premise and threw it out. It still flies. It flies worse than every cousin it has. And that is not an accident. That is the design. To understand why a bird would sabotage its own flight, you have to slow time down. In 2005, a Cornell ornithologist named Kim Bostwick pointed a high-speed camera at a club-winged manakin courtship display. What she filmed had never been documented in any vertebrate before. During the display, the bird lifts both wings up and over its back. The 2 innermost feathers on each wing are heavily modified. One feather has a row of 7 ridges down its shaft, like the teeth of a tiny file. The neighboring feather has a hardened, club-shaped tip. The bird vibrates its wings against its own body. The vibration is not fast. It is extremely fast. 107 cycles per second. A hummingbird flaps roughly 50 times per second. This is more than double that. And the wings are not flapping. They are sawing. The hardened feather scrapes across the file. The file produces a clean, sustained tone at 1500 hertz. It sounds like a violin. It sounds like a small synthesizer. It sounds like a household appliance that is about to break. It does not sound like any bird you have ever heard. This is the only known vertebrate that produces sound through stridulation. The technique is otherwise reserved for insects. A bird invented insect noise by rebuilding its skeleton. Here is the part that is genuinely difficult to accept. The solid wing bones are not exclusive to the loud, displaying birds. Every member of the species has them. The quiet ones, who never stridulate, also inherit dense, flight-impairing skeletons. They pay the same cost. They get none of the benefit. Evolution rewrote the entire species' bone structure for one performance. Sexual selection is an unforgiving economy. Whatever a potential mate prefers, the species will eventually deliver, regardless of how impractical the delivery becomes. Peacock tails are inconvenient. Bird of paradise plumage attracts predators. Lyrebirds spend their entire lives perfecting other animals' sounds. The club-winged manakin took it further. It rewrote its skeleton. Bird bones are supposed to be hollow. Hollow bones are how an albatross with a 10-foot wingspan gets airborne. Hollow bones are the engineering miracle that lets a creature defy gravity. The club-winged manakin inherited 150 million years of structural optimization for flight and then traded a portion of it for a sound. That sound carries about 50 meters in dense cloud forest. Far enough for an audience of 1 to find them. The IUCN lists the species as near threatened. Andean cloud forests are vanishing at a rate that does not allow for retraining. The bird needs a specific humidity, a specific elevation, a specific understory. It cannot pivot. There are perhaps 30,000 left. At dawn in a cloud forest in Ecuador, a 10-centimeter bird lifts its wings above its back and produces a tone that no vertebrate is supposed to be capable of producing. It evolved into a violin to be heard over the rain. It is bad at flying. It is very good at being heard. Evolution does not care what we think is sensible. It rewards whatever works in the moment. For the club-winged manakin, the moment was a small clearing in the cloud forest, an audience of one, and a sound that traveled further than its body ever could. That was Dumb Stupid Birds. Stupid is generous. Talk to you tomorrow.